Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, some questionable business decisions from
Yeah.
Sega's part.
Well, like Sega acts like Nintendo sometimes in the way that like Nintendo can like be weird like that and do what they want to do because what they do will sell anyways.
Yeah.
But like Sega's not in the position of like what they do will sell anyways. It's almost infamously that like they can release like even a good, decent product and it still wouldn't sell because there's just so much bad will between them and the customer. So like it feels like
What
they
did
should be more.
did Sonic Colors do good?
Sonic Colors did well.
I remember that. That was like a big one, but I didn't even really like Sonic Colors that much.
Yeah, I could see like well because like it was a lot more like Mario esque when it came to like theming and stuff because like for a little while like Sonic started leaning in on that. Oh, we're on Nintendo consoles only, so we're a lot more like Nintendo stuff. Um, I don't know. Sonic's had a rough period. I don't think I have to say that. It's not like innovative to say that. Like you know, it's true. Um, but it's weird. I mean, because like Sonic 06 happened, everyone hated it. Then like almost right after, like Sonic Unleashed came out, which was like a pretty solid game. Uh, like all things considered, even with like fucking Werehog. Um, but like I don't know, people just were like, "Oh, well, liking Sonic is bad, so we can't like this."
Dude,
Then they
get
released like
closer to your
another
mic,
game.
man. You're like walking away by the minute.
No, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I went to the kitchen for a moment. Uh,
You straight up went to the whole
well,
kitchen.
well, fucking, I was carrying the mic with me. I guess it just got quieter as I was walking over there. Um, but thing,
Like it's
yeah, no, but
louder
like Sonic.
when you're closer to it.
Well, fucking, dude, I was holding it close to me. I don't know what the fuck happened.
You gotta move away from the
But
mic to
like,
breathe in.
yeah, um, yeah, like chocolate rain. Like, this takes the breath
It took you a
in
bit
away from
to
the.
figure it out.
Yeah,
You had to bust out the chocolate rain afterwards.
yeah. But yeah, no. Sonic got into the cycle of like a game would release, everyone would hate it because you know it doesn't matter what the content of the game was. It's just like oh Sonic. But then another game would come out and people would be like, oh man, I missed the last game. I missed Sonic Unleashed, right? And then Sonic Colors would release. No one would like really appreciate it at the time. But then they would buy it up after the fact, and they'd be, man, I hate this new game. I wish we had Sonic Colors again. And then like that just kept happening. Like people were just like, oh man, like I miss fucking this Sonic game. And it got so bad that Sega just didn't know what to do anymore. They started just turning out like the worst kind of content. Like at some point, people weren't even saying I miss this anymore. Like it was just actually getting bad.
Yeah,
Like
well, the
Sonic
thing is that
Forces.
they swapped up everything each time, and so there's gonna be people that are gonna enjoy the previous one more than the last one, because it's like so wildly
Yeah,
different. You're gonna attract a whole new different type of people, and like betray the whole last fan base you had if we were just looking for the same thing you did last time.
yeah. But I mean, they turned it around. They managed to rope everyone back in.
Everyone?
Yeah, I mean, everyone seems happy with Sonic Frontiers.
Dude, I still have like seen like 0% of Sonic Frontiers.
um, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not a lot to see. Actually, that may be a lie, but I mean, I don't know.
I
Like,
saw that one thing that you showed me.
oh, the boss battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the one thing like everyone's always focused on the boss battles. Like,
Well, boss battles are cool.
yeah, well, cause like they're just well, like I mean, the director of the game admitted that like half the budget and like the first half of development went purely towards the boss fights. Then they decided what kind of game to make around them, right?
Yeah.
And so the rest of the game is like not bad. It's definitely a step in the right direction, but it's really rough. Like every video you see on Sonic Frontiers is like like either like titled like Sega almost hit the mark, or like Sonic Frontiers, like a heartfelt disaster, or like,
Yeah.
like they're all in positive light, but they all acknowledge that the game is super rough around the edges, but like is the correct step for Sonic, like, because I think people realize that if they're too like, oh damn, like maybe we shouldn't immediately bomb a game, right? Because that only sends the message to Sega like, oh, scrap it all, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
when all they hear is like everything about this game is garbage. Now people are being a lot more constructive about Sonic. Like, okay, a lot of it's good, but also a lot of it's kind of not the best.
I think the main thing they need to do is just like get people who like just want to make a cool fucking game and like not try to please anyone, and then it'll probably be good.
Yeah, well, that's literally like what because like what happened with this game is that Sega was just like to the director of Sonic, like this is just the last chance, like this either hits or Sonic's gone, and we don't really care what you do anymore. Like, the reason why a lot of these like Sonic games end up how they are is because Sega would always like twist the hand of the people working on it, but this time they're just like, you know what, you do whatever you want, and if it doesn't work, Sonic is just not it anymore. And then they did what they wanted to on like zero budget, and people liked it a million times better than like anything Sega like forced them to put out. So the director basically, like in an interview, he was asked like, how did this come about, like how did he come up with the game, and he's like, well, like I finally got to make the Sonic game I wanted to make. Kind of, he said, because like they had no budget, but he's been getting really ballsy with the claims recently, like on Twitter. He's like, he made a Twitter specifically just so he could be like, the next Sonic game's my Magnus Opal. Or Magnus.
I don't think I've heard
Magnus
that
Opal.
described. I don't think I've heard that saying more wrong than what you just said.
Yeah, no, I said, yeah. When I said, well, you heard me. I stopped. Like even I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was his magnum opus.
Magnus
It was his
Opal.
magnum opus. It was his magnum opal. That sounds like a bad translation.
Yeah, this sounds like the fucking Katana Zero fucking hero mode tech. It's like, his fucking magnum opal. His magnum opus. He
We need to
he said
find
it's
my
gonna be the
magnum
last.
opal.
It's like, fucking find my magnum opal side quest. If you can find it, I'll give you something beautiful.
Awesome. You should add that in your game.
Oh, the magnum opal.
Yeah, that game you made, where the one where you play as that girl from Fairy Tale with a penis. Remember when you drew that back in the day? That was like concept art for it.
Oh yeah. I forgot when I made concept art. Dude, you bring it back like memories in the recesses of my mind. Yeah, when I made that.
Making a reference even you don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I forgot. Well, because I remember flipping. I think I already told the story on stream before, so I don't know if I have to. But I guess like, it doesn't hurt. But yeah, no. Well, I also told you the story multiple times, so I don't think this is redundant for like in multiple cases. But like, yeah, no, I remember now that like someone, we're not gonna say who, someone came up to me and was like, "Do you want this book?" And it was like Fairy Tale Volume 1. And I was like, "Oh, you gotta be kidding me!" No.
What the fuck is that creature? Dude, it's a fucking duende. Do you see that? Dude, what the fuck? I don't think he's even here to see this. What is that fucking thing? What is that? What is that fucking thing? Oh. That's the thing. That's the thing that makes that weird sound. Oh, that's an introduction to this fucking thing. Get me the fuck out of here. I don't want to be in with the baby. Let's go. That was, that's what that thing was. When I was hearing that fucked up shit in the other area, that's what that thing was. That's fucking unbelievable. All right, well, we have a pretty... I didn't, like, explore all this shit here. I, like, kind of just, like, went straight to where we needed to go. But now we know, like, everything that we can and can't go to here. Let me open the map. Oh, that's so good. The map shows what's already locked and what's not. That's sick. Good stuff, Silent Hill developers. Good shit. Just go down. There's a Harry Potter hole. If you could read 3 pages from a Harry Potter book, I'll give you $5,000. Fuck the bucket of ice. Alright, I don't know if we need to go into any of these places. I don't think, like... I'll go in just to fuck around, but, like, I don't think any of these were actually worth it. Obviously, they're all jammed, but, like, there was ones that, like, weren't jammed. And I don't know if those were... These are unlockable, so... We're gonna have to go second floor for the other stuff. Is this a bathroom? Hear me out. Was there ammo in that? I don't know if there was ammo in that bathroom. This one didn't have anyone in it, but I don't think there was anything in here. No, I think maybe there was ammo in the other bathroom. But there's also a duende in that bathroom. Okay, we need to get our signal straight though. We can't be calling those things a duende. We can't be calling everything a duende if we're calling the shadow babies a duende. See, was there ammo in this area? There is not. Why do you need to kill this fucking thing then? I guess you don't. Answered my own fucking question. Alright, so pretty much everything is locked off here. It's wide, round, it's built like a compound. When fellas check in, they don't want to check out. And hoes hate on it. We punch them in their mouth. Alright, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to open these other ones. Somewhere like, the door is just jammed. Other ones like, it just doesn't budge. We already, okay, yeah, that was where we came from. Hold on. Oh my god, okay. I probably should get a new controller. Fuck it. But this controller always disconnects.
A lot happening in the last 2 minutes. I'm in the middle of my fucking Lucy from Fairy Tale door, and like a fucking shadow baby shows up.
Yeah,
like,
that was that thing. Were you able to hear the sounds?
Yeah.
That's the shit I was hearing in that other area where it was making like weird barking noises.
That's fucking crazy.
The fucking shadow duende.
But
yeah, finish the story.
The moral of the story. Yeah. So basically, I was like, oh yeah, I guess I'd like that. Like, I guess I don't own too many manga. He's like, okay, dude, and like, listen, can't tell anyone. But, which is ironic because I've told everyone. But like,
did you
he's
snitch?
like, you gotta draw me. Yeah, sorry, snitch. But like, I was like, he's like, you gotta draw me Lucy. Yeah. I'm like, bro, I don't know if I can do that for you. Bro, listen, I'll throw in like 2 volumes of Naruto. I'm like, okay, I guess I can do that for you. And here's the thing, it wouldn't have been so bad, right? You know, just draw and then be done. But like, I would give it to him, and he would be all like, I don't like how the dude's drawn. I'm like,
Dude, he was
what?
prepping you for how
And he's
commissions are going to be in real life, man.
well, fucking yeah, he was like, it's not detailed enough, right? I'm like, okay, so then I put some real work into it, but then he's like, no, that's not how they're shaped. Like, you need to look at your own and see, like, I'm like, okay, nah, dude. Like, he's like, dude, listen, like, this is how commissions work. Because I was like, bro, look, I'm not gonna edit this much time for you. He's like, no, but that's how commissions commission work. I've commissioned people, and that's how it works. They give edits, like artists give edits, and I'm like, okay, like, and he's like, okay, any specific tip? And he's like, he was like a fucking dick professional, like, okay, that's just okay. Well, it should be a little more snaggy over here, and you know,
Bro,
like,
well, he wanted it to his liking, man.
yeah, it was fucking annoying as hell. And I was like, dude, I don't want to be fucking sitting around drawing any longer. I already did like fucking 2 edits. I did one last one. And he was all like, oh, this is for Vice. And he gave me the 3 manga. And I was just like, and like I never read them because I already watched all of Naruto and I had no interest in Fairy Tail.
Dude, he just finessed you into free shit.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really liked that. Nobody like got anything they wanted out of that though, because he got something like he didn't really even like, and he didn't even want to do that.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Well, you know what you got? Whoa, there's an old man's hand.
Oh, shoot.
You got practice drawing the human penis.
Yeah.
Invaluable
Invaluable,
experience. Yeah, we can
I
say our
would
Pledge
never
of
be able
Allegiance.
to- Yeah, okay. Oh, saint, can't you see? I
Would
don't
you
know.
would you kneel for the pledge?
Why would I kneel for the pledge?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I still don't even know what the fuck. I actually looked this up today. I was like, what the fuck is kneeling for the pledge even do? And it was like to protest the U.S. government. It was like no, they gave me like 3 different answers, like to protest racial inequality, to protest the government, to protest like the American democracy. But like,
How is that protesting? Kneeling to something is showing respect to it.
well, he was like, originally we were gonna lay down, but we thought that'd be too disrespectful, so we're gonna kneel for it because we still respect America.
Okay, but
Here's the Duende room.
you kneel to a fucking king. It makes no goddamn sense. And laying down is not just, like, that's like, laying down is like, it feels like, oh well, fucking, like I forfeit. It feels like I feel like just standing there would be better. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe, man. But you're not the
I don't know, 'cause
you're not Mr. Kaepernick.
well, yeah, okay, yeah. But at the same time, you know, Mr. Kaepernick maybe should have thought that maybe both the option of kneeling down and laying down are horrible ideas, and maybe you shouldn't have done either.
Whoa!
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, how is... I'm sorry, I just can't see it. I can't see how kneeling is disrespectful. I've seen kids in school kneel out of respect for the flag and the pledge before. Like, I just...
Is that true?
It's a little... Yeah, no, I had kids in school who were super patriotic and they'd kneel to, like, the flag out of respect. Like, you know, because they're like, oh, fuck you.
I think they just didn't want to stand up.
Bro, dude, they'd scream at kids if they weren't singing the Pledge of Allegiance, bro. Like, this kid was fucking crazy. That's what they fucking...
I thought they couldn't do that though. Like you couldn't like, if you like yell at a kid for saying the pledge wrong, then they like, that's like, I don't know. I thought like you couldn't do that.
Well, like, I think there's a... Well, I think that came later on. Like, I don't think that was a rule. Because I've been yelled at for not saying the pledge before when I was younger. But also, there's no rule against other students being mad at other students for not doing the pledge. It's not like they're going to take them away to prison.
You never know, man. Maybe they will.
It's like, how dare this fucking 15-year-old child get so passionate about the United States fucking flag.
Dude, if you had like a military teacher, they'd fucking get on your shit about that, dude. They'd fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying this all goes back to the point that I don't think kneeling is disrespectful. Like, you kneel when you're about to propose to someone. You kneel to a king. Like,
Well, I think the main thing is that they were
that,
protesting it, and like that's like the main thing. Doesn't really matter.
yeah.
It didn't matter what they were doing, as long as they were kneeling it, or as long as they were protesting.
Yeah, but like, how did people recently react? Did they all just kneel and everyone's like, "Whoa, what the is this?" Like I just.
Well, a lot of people
It
just
must
thought it
have
was
just been-
disrespectful.
Huh. I guess so. I mean, I guess like maybe it's something about like, oh, well, standing straight up and strong is like the thing, but like you're kneeling, which I guess like I don't know, America never kneel. I, it's just weird to me, I guess.
Yeah. At least this does exist in America.
Yeah.
So that, or we're in a Japanese school with a lot of American. This is like the least American school I've ever been in, though.
Yeah.
Where's the bathroom with like a bunch of shit on the ground?
Yeah. Well, fucking. They have a middle courtyard.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, this is like some fancy shit, man.
Well, this is straight up just a school in Japan. I don't mean
No,
to...
you think in the translation? Well, also this is we're playing the Europe version of the game, and our completely legal copy. So
yeah.
Like, I guess like my only guess is that when they made it, are you fucking me right now? This was locked from the other way, but now it's not. Well, I think I gotta go the long way around, but like maybe when they localized it to a different area, they like changed all the flags to like the US flag.
I don't think so. I think this game actually just... Well, because, you know, like, well, fucking this guy isn't, like... What is this guy, a fucking foreigner? Like, bro is fucking an average American. Like, dude, they just had a fucking blonde police officer wielding a goddamn gun. Give us a spare gun. I don't think this is supposed... I think just, like, they didn't know what an American school looked like. And I guess instead of looking up what one looks like, they just based off the schools
Okay,
where they
dude,
are.
I don't think they could look up what one looked like. This is fucking PS1 era.
Oh, okay, yeah, the internet was still pretty fucking baby shit. Okay, yeah, I guess so.
Like, I don't know if Google like even existed,
It
or if
did
it was
not,
like, I don't think it was
but
even widespread.
It didn't exist. I think that's the near end of the PS1's lifespan into the PS2 when it did.
Dude, it is like, we have like the most fucking brutal kills on these motherfuckers, where we just like unload into them point blank.
Yeah. Okay, I do have to say though, they must have had like... I mean, they're a whole ass company. There should have been a way they could have just found out, right? Like...
Maybe, or maybe they just didn't give a shit.
I can get beyond that. I mean, but that's what gives us these unique experiences, though. Like this weird, like, American... Well, because there's just, like, a point in time when, like, Japan was obsessed with everything in America, and America was obsessed with everything in Japan.
Well, I
They
don't
both
think
make,
those were like at the same time. I think like we're having like...
Yeah.
I think we're having the Americans obsessed with everything in Japan right now, and Japan already had their Western phase.
Yeah. Well, I think, like, well, we're now in the phase of, like, the whole world just be kind of like, obsessed with things in Japan. Because, like, for me, like, what I remember, right, is, like, when I was a kid, we got a lot of, like, you know, Avatar: The Last Airbender, fucking, Bakugan, like, just American stuff that was, like, made to be, like, Japanese inspired and stuff. Like, that was everything. That
Was
really
Bakugan made? I thought Bakugan was like Japanese or something.
No, it wasn't.
Really, it was made in America?
Yeah, Beyblade too.
Dude, that's
But
nuts.
but I will say Beyblade, like the Beyblade we know wasn't a complete American product, but the original Beyblade, um, which I don't even think was fully called Beyblade, it was like it was called something else. Did originate in Japan. It's just like America saw like, and they didn't even have spirits and shit. Like they're just it was an anime about like pop, like legitimate normal ass pop.
It's about top. It was an
Um,
anime about top. It's about a bunch of kids getting top.
okay, about fucking what do you fucking spin tops, fool? Man,
Yeah, I understand. It is merely
yeah,
funnier
but
to say the other
yeah,
thing.
but yeah, no, people in America were just like fucking bought the rights to like this thing and just changed its name to Beyblade and was like, what if they were made of metal and like they spun super giga fast and had spirits in them? Because that's what anime is like.
Super giga fast
And
and had spirits in him. Dude, what was the... Bakugan was the ball one, right?
yeah, Bakugan was the ball one.
Dude, I had a big, like the main red Bakugan. And like
Yeah,
I remember
oh
I
yeah.
remember like having it and I didn't realize how much I loved it until I lost it or like I sold it away or
Oh
something and then I was like I never could find one ever
yeah.
again.
Yeah, I think that one's really rare because it was the main one.
Well, it was
They
like it
didn't
wasn't like a
make a
small
lot of
one too. It was like a big one. Like you got it definitely. I don't know if it was that rare, but
oh
like,
shit.
but it was like like when you know when you get like a Pokemon card pack and like it has like a big
Yeah.
like fancy card and then like a pack where you get a
Mhm.
bunch of normal ones. Like I had like the big
Yeah.
one which was like preset, but it was still pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I
Oh my
wanted to get
god.
I wanted to get rid of it because I couldn't like really do Bakugan with people because like my shit was like way bigger than theirs. Like it was way fucking bigger. Like you could fit like
Yeah.
at least 20 normal Bakugans in my big
Oh
fuck one.
yeah. Um, I had one that was like, because they started getting really weird with the Bakugans. I had ones that were like cylinders and pyramid shaped
Yeah,
stuff.
those are kind of cool, but that
Uh,
was like at the end of the lifespan of it, I think.
yeah, and I remember getting rid of them and always being like, wow, damn. My favorite one was that like fucking cylinder one. And like I went looking for the cylinder one again because I thought it'd be cool to have like a little like wall with all like the things I had as a kid there. If like I could rebuy them and stuff. Shit like that's not rebuyable. People charge you like an arm and a leg even if you do find it. Like, oh,
Really?
I want the last. Yeah, dude. Like fucking.
Hold on.
Well, because they treated like Bakugan kind of like fucking cards to an extent. Like, you know. Yeah, let's see how many fucking.
What the fuck? Was this it?
Yeah, that was one. No, I like the cylinder one, but I had this one.
Okay,
This
Bakugan.
guy wasn't really ever the best. He was a little weird.
Dude, this looks fucking goofy as hell.
Dude, listen, man. He unfolded.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think I saw one of these.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I'm telling you. Like, I had both of these guys. They're kind of cool, man. Listen.
Dude,
I
2-inch
don't even know
core
what that
for
one is.
$40.
Yeah.
This one isn't that
Yeah.
bad. This one's probably used, but it's like $9.
Okay. Not five.
Blue Bakugan, shaped figure, red eyes, red feet, gold spikes.
None of the ones like.
Yo, this is it. 7 versus 1.
Oh.
Bakugan's big. Oh my lord, my fucking
Jesus.
my ears just
You're
exploded.
child now.
The coolest set from Bakugan. 6 Geogon toys.
Dude.
1 die-cast metal Dragonoid that all combine to form one
Oh.
massive.
I definitely didn't have this one. I didn't have
is
like the combination
Geoforge
one.
Dragonoid. Stick around
Wait, my
for the
brother
video.
had this
It was
one.
something
Oh my god, I was always so
combined.
jealous. He
Here's
got
our
like the
set all
fusion
unboxed.
Bakugan.
That's fucking sick.
We got the
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the Geogon first. Geoforge Stingzer looks a whole lot like its normal counterpart.
$40 or $50.
Yeah. Dude, you know what we should play at some point?
What?
Oh my god, there's a Bakugan game I used to own on the Wii. Shit was fucking wild. I'll tell
Dude,
you what.
any game on the Wii from back in the day, you know it's gonna be a trip.
Yeah, that shit was fucking insane. It was so weird to play.
Yo,
Oh.
yeah, doors are stopped at 10. There's a puzzle for that. It was like 10, 5 or something. A silver moon. Dude, you greasy fucking bastard.
Okay, these guys, the way they walk around, I can't take them seriously.
I can. I'm gonna try them as an adult and fucking sentence them to the fucking death penalty.
Oh my god. You're gonna ignore him and execute his friend on the spot?
You can't, like, they get, like, invulnerability when they're on the ground for whatever reason. You gotta back up, and then you gotta create distance and just fucking blast them in the face again.
Jesus.
Did you see that Key and Peele sketch? Where they're like, normally this guy would be tried as an adult, but now he's gonna have, you know, like an even worse, a golden son, an even worse, crime is being tried as a... You ever see that one?
I
I don't know if I should finish. I don't know if I should finish it.
Oh, okay. I see where the clip is going. I don't know. We could watch it. Actually, I don't know if we could.
We can watch it afterwards. We can watch it afterwards.
Yeah.
How the fuck do we move this thing
What?
now?
Move this thing. Well, what are you trying to move?
Wait, hold on. I'll get you on my side immediately.
Yeah, man's trying to move the entire fucking clock tower. Like, what are you doing,
It says
bro?
10. It says 10 on the clock tower, right?
Yeah.
Come over here. And you read these notes. Written in blood. 10. Alchemical lab. Gordon, old man's palm. Teacher hidden in his fist. Exchanged for sage's water. That's the hand thing that we saw up there, right? 5. Darkness that brings the choking heart. Flames in the silence. Awakening the hungry beast. Open time's door. And beck and pray. 12. Place with songs and sound. A silver guidepost is untapped with lost tongues. Awakening the ordained. Okay, let's just go back to the hand thing.
Man.
Where's the hand thing?
Yeah. But to end off the thing that we got really sidetracked from, I think that the early 2000s was the period where America was obsessed with just making like Japanese-inspired things, and like the 90s and 80s were like Japan's era of like making a lot of American-inspired shit. Now the whole world is just caught up on that Japanese wave. I don't think it's gonna end, to be honest.
Maybe. There was statue of hand. So there's like a bunch of shit now in like the mall near me. And like there's like so much Japanese shit everywhere. There's like Japanese capsule machines, like a new shop opened up that's called like Anime Plus. And I hate to say it, man.
Yeah.
But like I feel like you kind of just got to be a man child to like get any of this stuff.
I mean, I guess it depends. Like,
Bro, if you're walking around
I
going into
mean-
Anime Plus, doing all this shit, and you're like, oh my god, I can't wait to do all this, consume all this anime merchandise. Like, you're kind of just like a man child.
well, what if you just want to go to Anime Plus and grab a figurine?
That's still kind of like man child behavior, man.
Damn. I mean, bro's against people enjoying shit, I guess.
Okay, hold on. You can't make that. You can't make that your fucking argument. No way. I just chose the right thing to do here.
I'm just saying, man.
No way this works. No way this shit works. It literally did. I'm a fucking genius.
Bro fucking popped it.
That's unbelievable. That no hint. Literally everything here. Whatever. All right. But like, I'm just saying, you can't be the person that says, "Oh, you just need to let people enjoy things," right? That's just a terrible.
Well,
you
yeah,
can't
no,
stand
but
by
like
that.
fucking, if I'm walking around in the mall with my friends and one of them is just like oh wow, anime and plus or whatever it's called. You guys just want to look around? Like sure, and like we go in and they're like, oh okay, I'll just buy this thing, and like we leave. It's like I'm not gonna bat an eye and be like, what the fuck? Oh, you goddamn man or like woman child or man child. How dare you buy a fucking Jotaro figure for your room? Like, because like I've seen people's rooms and it's just like, I don't know, they have like one or two figurines like somewhere, maybe like two Funko Pops that they were gifted for Christmas one time. Like, you know,
There's never just one. It's a
feel like
gateway
it's-
drug.
well, fucking okay. I feel like there's a keen difference between someone just owning like a few things that they like enjoy, and then like people that cover their houses wall to toe and like fucking life-size like statues of Zoro and Luffy. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I agree, but like at the same time though, it's like imagine like someone you know, like you walk into their house and they're like, yeah, I really like this character, and they have like 10 figurines of like this one anime character. I feel like you're kind of obsessed.
well, yeah, but that's weird. That's weird though.
Like what? Okay, does this have any correlation with like anything else? Like, is there any normal thing where you just like collect figurines normally?
Well, like, I get, well, because here's the thing, though, right? I feel like with everything you can enjoy in life, there's always, like, you can always be like, oh, you're doing it too much. Like, there's people that are like, oh, they fucking entire walls full of sports memorabilia.
Yeah, that's
Or,
weird
like-
too. But I think it's weird like if you have like one like sports like character figurine. I feel like you're like, it's like, oh, okay, you're
Yeah.
a little weird.
Yeah. Well, but that's usually how they do it. They always choose, like, one guy and one team, and, like, that's their whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
Um,
the same type of thing where like, it's not like that crazy, but you're edging the line.
Yeah. Well,
Obviously,
I mean,
like it's the same type of thing. Where like you go into someone's
It's
house
just
and they're like,
hard.
"Man, dude, I really love football. I love the Green Bay Packers," and they've got like Green Bay Packers shit wall to wall, all the jerseys
yeah.
from every single person.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, what the fuck is
Yeah.
wrong with you, right? But even if you have like a
Yeah.
couple, you're like, dude, you're really into sports. Like you're buying all this shit, like
Yeah.
just sports
Well-
shit. You know, you
Well,
don't
because
even
like
play
then
it.
you have like people that like just like I don't know, they collect like rocks and they have like a lot of rocks or like
That's fucking weird too.
nature. Yeah, or like people that collect knickknacks and just like strange novelties and have entire like like they have like these like dresser things that like glass. I forgot what you call them. They have like these display cases of like a bunch of knickknacks and stuff. Like each
Yeah.
one weirder than the last. Like I just feel like people just like collecting things and having things.
Yeah, I guess you're
Um,
right. I think it may have changed my mind.
Yeah, well, because like you can never not fall into like the trap of just having the things you like around you.
Yeah, well, I don't know though. Like, I think it's weird because like your interests are gonna like change at certain points. So like, it's kind of weird like having like something that doesn't do anything, but it's just like your interests. Like it's only exists there because you like that type of thing. Like imagine you get like
Yeah.
like for example, imagine for one period of time, you're like really 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 into this band, and like you buy a whole fucking like thing on your wall for this band, and then like you kind of just like don't really
Yeah.
like them anymore after a certain point in time, and like now you've just got like all this like this giant fucking thing on your wall for this band you kind of like don't really care about.
Yeah, no, that's what, like then you like take it down. Then just don't really use the stuff.
I guess you're
I don't
right.
know. I don't. I'm not one of the. I'm not the kind of person. Like I don't know. I was gonna look around and be like, I only have, but I can't even say that. I don't. I don't have anything that I collect from like the things I do collect are like, oh man, you gave me like a Street Fighter shirt, so I just like fold that up and like keep it in like a section in my room. But like I don't really have anything where it's like I got gifted like a Deku figure. It's just hanging out in here, I guess.
Yeah, I got a couple of those, like where like, cause not gonna lie, my sister for like any type of holiday, will just go to the mall and buy a bunch of fucking garbage to give me. Like it's literally garbage. Like it'll be like, oh, I got you this like Dragon Ball blanket. And it literally just looks like someone took like a white blanket and like a shitload of Doritos and microwaved them and then threw it out. Like it doesn't look anything like Dragon Ball, and it's like big as fuck. It's just absolute fucking garbage, and so I like can't use it. So I just like I just like keep it in my closet. Or like, have you ever gone past like one of those places at the mall and they have like those really weird like transparent like posters that like switch in between two characters when you like look at them from different angles?
Oh no!
She got one of those for me, and like you can't hang it up because it's all made out of that weird metal, that like weird plastic, and at the same time, like it kind of hurts my eyes just to look at it. So I just like don't ever like put it up.
Oh shit, man! I could see how that could be a problem.
I don't know where I was going with this point, or how it loops back into the main thing, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, no. I can see what you mean. Well, like I feel like filling your house with like a bunch of like tasteful things you enjoy. Like, maybe enjoy some music. So like you get like a vinyl player.
Oh yeah, like I feel like
You
if you're like
like,
really into music and like you're like, all right, here's all my, I have like a bookcase, all these albums. I'm really into reading, so I have a bookcase, all these books. All right, I think that's fine. I don't know when.
Yeah,
I don't know what my
still-
line is. I don't know like what.
Well,
what
but that's
starts
just
seeming
because
weird.
like society is like, oh yeah, no fucking people, because it's like, oh, but that's classy. That's classy though. Reading a bunch of books and like music. That's like having a bunch of instruments. Like that's good art though. But like at the same time though, like, come on. Like, everyone just
Come
has
on.
to be fucking some form of artist in order to have things in their room. Like, cause what do you put in your room at some extent? Just random decoration? Like you live in a fucking preset household? Like,
Yeah, you live in the Unity house.
yeah, like,
Well, here's the.
like honestly,
I don't know. I don't really know what like
Yeah.
the line is. Just like some things like seem kind of weird and some things don't. I guess
Yeah.
the. God damn, those guys like do damage when they hit me like that. But like, I guess the weird thing. Okay, they have just like a fucking actual U.S. flag there. But like fuck, I totally forgot. That U.S. flag got me completely off track. Jesus fuck. Oh my god, I was gonna say something. Hold on. Oh yeah, okay. It's like different, right? Imagine you go into your boss's house, and like after work, and they're like, he's like, come on in, man. I'm making him like Joe Biden. Imagine you go into Joe Biden's house, and he's like, come on in, man. Check out my house. And then he's got like a almost naked like anime woman like figurine, and it's like big. It's like at least like okay, maybe I'm making it too crazy. Like it's just a normal figure.
well, fucking,
It's just a normal figure, right? And he's like, this is my favorite character. Like you'd be like, okay, it's a little weird, right?
well, okay, yeah, no, okay, yeah, but that's a whole different like line though. That's like a clear line though, because like and like people will always hit me with like, oh well, like they just enjoy it, but like I feel like it's a different case though, because like and I don't mean to make this like a fucking woke versus broke argument, but like it's just kind of weird to like infatuate yourself with like a fictional like half naked woman.
Yeah.
Like it just is like that. Like, that's just the truth. And like to have just a figurine of it in your room is like that is also like weird. Like, and I try to put myself in their shoes. Oh, like you enjoy things, but it's like, yeah, but like imagine if you just had a half naked figurine of like a real woman. That would be weird too. Like
Yeah.
it's just.
Well,
You're
hold on.
ogling
This is like
somebody.
it's like think about it. This is something people would do though, right? Oh,
Mhm.
nothing inside. This is something people would do. Where back in the day, this was more popular. Where you'd go into someone's house, like usually just like teenage boys, and they would have
Yeah.
like a porn star as like a poster. It wouldn't be naked, but it would just be like a porn star, like some like hot like swimsuit model on there, like as a poster, right? That's kind of weird too.
Yeah, that is weird because like you're kind of like, and it can go for men too. Like let's say you fucking have like because I knew some people that had like someone that had like a fucking hot men in Speedo's calendar, right? Like, oh, there's a different hot man for each month. It's just weird. It's just weird because you're just ogling someone. Oh, fucking, like you're just displaying your sexual interest in your house, like, like I feel like that is just the clear divider of like when it gets weird and stuff, or like if you have like a shrine to a character, like then like that's like just a display of like your parasocial relationship with like this non-existent being, like.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fuck, well there's a 0. Okay, I was like thinking it was a different code. We need a piano code somehow. But yeah, I don't, that's true. That's like weird, like to put your sexual interest on your wall. Here's a slightly off topic, but still kind of weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's weird when like you're a dude and you play a game and you like immediately make your character like a female character? Like you go in and like you can customize your character like to whatever you want, and you just make it like a female character. Like not from any like show or anything. You just make it a female character.
I say that like 80% of the time it probably is coming from like a weird place. Well, okay, actually no, I will say it's a 50-50. Because I'll be honest, there's some people I feel like that make a female character out of like it's not out of like a oh man fucking hot female, but it's like because games are kind of like escapism. It's like, oh well, what if I was like you know, like, what if I was just able to be a woman for a while?
But think about that though. Don't you? Well then, isn't that a different story? Isn't like okay, like do you like want to be a woman?
I feel like it's like it's because it's like I feel like it's just vicariously like you know, it's like oh like I don't want like, you know, some people may watch like skydiving videos but never want to go skydiving themselves because like they're just curious about, you know, the experience, so they live that experience through other people vicariously, right? And like okay, well that's cool.
I keep thinking you're saying bi-curiously instead of vicariously.
Yeah, I'm saying vicariously.
That's not bi-curious though.
Vicariously.
I thought it's vicarious.
Yeah, vicarious.
You're saying like vi-curious, like Curious George.
Oh my god, no. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry for my pronunciation.
It was just a minor thing. Okay, I understand what you mean by that. What if like you talk to someone, right? Because this has happened. You know? I'm like, dude, why do you always like play like a woman in every game? And they're like, oh, dude, you know, like it's just, you know, like they're just hot, man.
Yeah.
Like, well, don't you think that's still kind of weird?
I think that's like, it is weird. I'm not gonna deny that. Like, but at the same time, like, I feel like it's more of a minor thing because, like, I mean, it's not like they're just gonna be playing the game, and I mean, they can just do what they want. But a lot of I'll choose like a female character sometimes. Like recently, I was playing a game, and the default selection was on the female character, and all the marketing had the female character in it instead of the male character.
Was this Fire Emblem?
So, no, Honkai Star Rail is free, so I thought I'd try it out. And like basically, like none of the marketing has the male version of the character. It starts you off on the selection for the female character. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just choose a female character because it feels like that's the one that they feel is like they want to push and market stuff. So, like, I usually try to play as close to like what I believe. Like when I play Legend of Zelda, I won't change Link's name. Like I'll always keep it as Link.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I was like, oh well, this female character is probably the actual choice. They just have the male option for people who don't want to play female. So I'll just choose a female character because I don't really pull the customizable.
character thing. I always just stick with the default.
Yeah. That makes sense. I guess there's like obviously there's like no real answer, but just some stuff
Yeah.
seems a little weird, seems a little goofy. And I don't really
Yeah.
know why. It just seems like it just seems a little off. Cuz like I feel like if you're a normal
Well,
guy,
yeah.
you're not going to be doing that with your character. Okay, here's the real question though. Right?
Mhm.
Imagine someone
Yeah.
you go to someone's like Switch and they've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles, and you
Yeah.
open up their 9109. You open up their camera roll on their Switch, and it's just all the characters. Like it's like a bunch of like pictures of the character's ass and their feet.
That people do that.
I have a
Bro-
clip. I have a clip of it. That was like
Yeah.
the Etika moment where he did that. Opens up his camera roll
Yeah.
for like 1 second. It's like a bunch of pictures of characters' feet.
Well, dude, I'll be honest, man. That's just okay. I feel like you're really setting some clear boundaries here, which are don't be weird with the media you consume.
But at the same
Like-
time, like I guess you're just kind of like exploring and seeing like what shit you can do in the game, right? So I don't know if you should really be like shunned and like
After the 100th photo, like don't get me wrong, I don't think you should shun them. Like they can do whatever the fuck they want. If they're busting it off to like the fucking down shot of like a video game character.
the down
whatever.
shots.
um,
Do people do
But I
that?
just-
What do you mean the down shots?
Yeah.
Like when the character like falls over?
yeah, like okay, there's videos like every there's videos that are like, oh, Street Fighter, or like I don't know, this game, but like all the all like the falling down animation and all the like underskirt camera shots, or at least however far they let you get. And it's like it goes through all the female characters and like shows them getting like hit down, right? Because it
Yeah.
shows like a glimpse of like under the skirt, and then like the person tries to bring the camera down. Dude, it's crazy. When I was a kid, I remember I was looking up like Street Fighter 4 tutorials, and like videos like that would come up like every female character in Street Fighter 4, like, but like on its position. And I just think that's just, I feel like that's not even like a consumption problem of media. Like I feel like the takeaway here is that if you're a normal fucking person, you'll consume the media you like normally, even if you are collecting things for it. And if you're not a normal goddamn person, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna be a little more odd with it. So, gotta judge on a base base.
Yeah, I see what you mean. But at the same time, though, like imagine like if you go on like you have like a brand like you have like. I almost said something just really fucking weird there. I was gonna say, imagine you have a brand new brother, but
Okay.
imagine you have like your little brother or something, and like he's like 5 years old, or like maybe
Yeah.
that's a little too young, right? Like, let's say he's like 10, and you go through and like he has all these lewd photos of these characters in Xenoblade Chronicles. Is that like something you can really like even bring up to him? Because I'm not gonna lie, back when I was a kid, when I was like 5, or probably not 5, I was probably like maybe like 7. I would look up like I would go on like the Little Big Planet like map searcher, and I'd be like boobs. I'd be looking up boobs on the Little Big Planet like map searcher.
Well, because like okay, I feel like that comes from a place of curiosity, and I feel like only like it's just well, one that's not up to you to like bring up, right? That's like a parental problem.
Or like imagine you were the kid's parents. What would you say?
Well, well, the thing is, like, I don't know. Like, it depends on what kind of person my child is. Like,
Well, you don't
every
know. They're
child
like
requires a
fucking
different
6 years
kinda-
old. You don't know what type of person they are.
well, but like, you'll know generally what your child's like. Like, every child's different, even in their formative years. I feel like every child requires a different form of parenting, and I feel like a lot of parents don't get that, and that's why a lot of people end up fucked up. because like they get a kid and it's like, oh, default kid raising shit, but there is no default kid raising shit. Like, you know, one kid's found Nintendo Xenoblade boob pics is gonna be a different, like, you'll have to handle that differently from another kid's Xenoblade boob pics, like, you know, like
what a crazy scenario to take out of context. One kid's Xenoblade boob pics are going to be handled much differently than another kid's Xenoblade boob pics.
I mean, that's just the reality of it, you know. Some parents would sit them down and tell them about the birds and the bees, and they probably take it well.
Did your parents ever try to do that with you?
No, never.
Me neither.
Yeah, I just kind of like figured it out myself and was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, me too. Well, obviously a lot of that was just like for looking up shit online and like seeing like a bunch of like grotesque shit like really early on. But like sexual education in school, like you were there for that class. That was terrible.
Yeah, and what's ironic is that fucking I can never stop iterating enough that the girls' class was actually a real sex education class. Like, they had a real one, and we didn't.
Yeah.
Like,
unbelievable.
It's crazy. Yeah, like, okay, I'll say that, like,
dude, this is literally like an album poster.
Fucking with the album.
Hold on, let me find it. What the fuck? How the fuck do I? Alright, well, I'll just go back here. Okay. You probably heard this song before. Look at this. Okay, well, not really too much.
Bro, be real.
Okay,
man.
okay, you gotta see it. Look, man. It's been a while since I saw the album. It looked fine. It looked kind of close. There's a fish.
Okay, I can see where you're coming from. It's like, I remind me of the Mario eel.
Yeah. Scary Mario eel.
Yeah, you know the Mario fucking creepy ass eels.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah. I would just say that like when it came to like, I don't know how, but I remember like as a kid, I would see a bunch of weird shit online just out of curiosity. But like somehow I knew how to like, cause like fucking you'd think like, oh, your parents never have to talk with you and you'd just be exposed to all this internet shit, right? And you would just come out of it with all the wrong fucking lessons and stuff. But weirdly enough, I was just like, a little bit intuitively, I was just like, wow, porn's kind of unrealistic. There's just no way any of this is happening, right? Like that.
Giga Chad. When did you first discover porn then? You must have been like fairly old.
Yeah, I think around like 12, 13.
Okay.
It's very, yeah. But like, well, cause like the thing is, like, I was pondering it for like fucking a while, like, and I know I was like a kid, but like I was thinking to myself, like, like unless fucking God himself comes down and fucking bestows me with fucking Herculean physique, there's no way like this turns into that at any line, like down the road. And so I was just like. Well, because also, like, you also learn on the internet that, like, things are, like, can and will be fake, too.
Yeah.
And there's, like, you know, so I'm like, oh, well, like, people want to watch this, so they want, like, the best of the best, right? So, like, it's clearly all just fake to some extent. I didn't know how much it was, but, like, I knew it was, so, like, whenever I'd go to school, there'd always be that one kid who's like, yeah, my dick's, like, 11 inches long. And, like, I'd always just be like...
And you, the absolute enlightened theorist, were like, no, it is not.
Yeah, well, yeah, because, okay, dude, they even did this, high school, right, when we were attending high school. I remember I was walking around, they're like, how big's yours? I'm like, I'm not going to tell you that. That's weird. And they're like, that's probably because it's small. Mine's 10 inches, right? And the thing is, I was just like, no, it's not. And he's like, yeah, it is. And, like, all the girls are like, no, yeah, it is. Weird that this is a high school level conversation. Yeah. But I was like, no, it's not.
Like, and even if it was, it's not a good thing. It's like, bro, longer the better. And I'm like, dude, are you fucking? Have you seen a fucking ruler? Like, dude, I'm sorry, dude. Some of these things these people would say though, like that's
Dude, you should
crazy.
go on-
Imagine if
You should go on like r/small penis problems where people are like, "Am I able to do anything? I have a 1-inch penis. Am I ever able to live a normal life?"
well, that's another problem. I'm not saying that just because 10 inches is good, that 2 inches is any better. I just
A lot of times they're like, "I have a 4-inch penis. Will I ever be able to kiss a girl ever, or should I just kill myself right now?" What would your advice be to that guy?
rough.
All right, I'll give
Rough
you the advice
fight.
for him. I'll give you the advice
Yeah.
for him. I'll give you the easy way out here.
Yeah.
Literally nobody gives a shit about penis size ever. That's just flat out, full stop. There's not a single person you're gonna meet with who's like, it's like with height. People are like, I'm only 5'5". Will I ever be able to kiss a girl or like ever be able to like be loved ever? Like, I don't think anybody gives a shit about height ever.
Yeah, no, but like with penis length, it does matter at some point. I feel like, well,
Dude,
because
you just red pilled yourself.
Well, fucking okay. Well, I've seen people get left over, and maybe that's not
the
a
thing.
reason to
That's the
leave
thing.
someone
That's the
completely.
thing, though, right? If someone leaves
Yeah.
you because your penis is small or you're short, like, why the fuck were you dating them in the first place? Like, good. They just like
No,
self-select
like the
themselves.
height's one thing, but like I feel like people have like, because like wanting sexual satisfaction is a natural thing, like that people can't control, and that's kind of just the sad thing. If you can't fulfill that for your partner, like that may be like not like you're not constantly having sex all the time, but if you can never fulfill that, that's kind of a huge void you're just leaving open, like, and like that's kind
Dude,
of just a
you're-
human thing.
Dude, you're saying that, but like you said, you like never have you never want to have intercourse ever.
Yeah, well, fucking, and I realize that like I can't just get with someone when they're like upset about not being able like to bang. I'm like, bro, like just fucking reject that entire part about yourself. Like, bro, that's just not me. You should stay unsatisfied just to be like. It's an important part of a relationship if your partner like needs that, like a uncontrollable part of themselves like needs that kind of satisfaction. If you can't provide it, that's just the cruel reality of it.
Okay, here's the thing.
Right.
You say uncontrollable part. How much of it do you think it is controllable?
Like, I feel like someone can definitely stay with you for a long time and maybe even choose to go their whole lives where you're like, okay, well, I'll just forego it all. But like, that's a hard sacrifice, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it depends on how much you care about the person, right? But like, at the same time, right? I mean, people think that like, people think like, oh, dude, if I don't come, like my balls are gonna like burst. Like it just like starts filling up and filling up and filling up. That's just not true. I feel like you can just like you can like pretty easily like control how much you're gonna like when you're gonna come and whatnot.
well, yeah. I just think like, I don't know, some people just are like, they weigh the odds, and sadly they choose that their sexual satisfaction is a little more important than the relationship that they're in. Like, it does, like,
Okay. Different
Yeah.
topic, right?
yeah.
Okay, this is a big problem. People are jerking off way too much. Like, how do you feel about people?
Oh, okay, yeah.
How do you feel about people whacking it once a day?
Already too much.
Yeah, I would agree. I told this to Tucker, and he's like, "Dude, plenty of dudes are whacking it once a day."
Yeah,
Like,
no,
I know a
but that's not
guy who's
good
like,
thing.
I know a guy who like whacks it like 4 to 17 times a day.
No, but that's okay. That's even
That guy's a different story, though.
Rose full gooner.
No. That's different Gooner vibe. Gooner is you jerk off for a long time and you don't come, which it may be, that may be even worse though, because then you're just spending all of your time like just whacking off.
Yeah, I forgot that gooning is like never bust, but you're constantly intaking like
fucking not safe for work media.
Well, here's the thing though, right? They found out that like if you like watch a shitload of porn, if you watch a shitload of porn, like the gray matter in your brain like just like leaves. Okay, it just like lowers itself by. I didn't explain that correctly. But like you just lose gray matter in your brain the more porn you watch. Maybe if like you're addicted to it.
Bro's a reverse gray matter, bro. Like, fucking. Oh shit. Okay.
But yeah, like, what do you think is like a normal amount of whacking off?
Well, okay. I
Like
think,
once a week, once a month.
Well, I think once a day should be reserved for like fucking kids in puberty. To be fucking honest. But like. Well, because like I can understand if you're in the midst of puberty, like you're just gonna be going fucking crazy. But like, I think for a grown adult, like I don't even know how they're finding time every day. I'm thinking like
A lot of people are
maybe
doing this though.
like 2-3 times max.
Like a week?
Yeah, like 2-3 times max. Like maybe like 2 during the weekend as like
And maybe one in the week.
yeah, maybe one in the weekend. Yeah, like
I don't know. I'm like really torn. I don't know like how many times you should be whacking it.
well, it is a difficult thing because also like it's fucking natural.
Well, I don't know if it really is natural, and I don't know like it depends. Like, are you giving into like a I'm not saying like go full monk mode and like never come for the rest of your life, right? But like, is it really like helping you out? Just like giving into your desires to like want to bust a nut whenever you like get the sudden urge to bust a nut?
Well, yeah, no, I feel like with everything in life, fucking balance. Like you can't. The thing is, like, you're not gonna like fucking feel it in school and just start fucking busting one out, or like, because I feel like okay, the problem arises, right? Like if you're just like, oh man, like fucking, I could do it right now, but probably not an appropriate time, and I'm not really looking to do it desperately, right? Like say you're like in a public situation, like, because I know people that are like I guess I should say I knew people that are like, oh, fuck, I need to get out of this situation as best as possible.
Dude, I thought this was fake. I thought like shit like that was like for like weird like comics and like weird games where like, oh my god, I really gotta come so much right now. I'm just gonna have to try to come anywhere. Like I thought that was just like giving it like a weird fantasy that like nobody actually did. People actually like, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom and like fucking jerk off real quick. Does anybody do that?
Well, they're just like I need to get out of the situation, get home, or go somewhere private so I can like. And usually, like, the bathroom is a little more a thing. Like,
well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Usually, after you bust a nut, though, you're like, dude, I just like ran all the way home. I went to go like bust a nut for no fucking reason, and now like, what did I gain out of it? I just like went home, did nothing with my time, and like, I didn't gain anything from doing this.
Well, that's when it's a problem. Like, I feel like when you could be like, because I'm so sure there's people like, wow. I kind of feel like a little fucking that I could bust one out right now, but I mean I'm in a party right now, so I'm not going to, and I'm not gonna rush out. Like they just have self-control. Like I think that's just the thing, bro. Like, and I feel like a lot of these problems are exacerbated because we know what everyone's doing around the world. Like I'm sure there were people like that in the same amount, like back then, like just out there gooning it up and busting it out for all types of people, right?
Well, I understand.
I
understand why it happens, right? Because it's like usually like when your body's in like a comfortable state and you're not like dying and like you're well fed, the body's like, dude, we gotta like start busting out kids because like we need more like fucking people, otherwise our species is gonna die out, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's like imprinted in everyone a little bit. So obviously like back in the day, like if time went on, like you just start fucking people for no reason.
Yeah.
To a certain extent. But I don't know where the balance is like with shit nowadays. Cuz like even if I'm like busting a nut like once a month, I'm like, why am I even doing this?
Because your body has a calling, bro.
Well, it depends, right? Something weird happened. Like whenever I started taking cold showers, I like never wanted to come ever.
Fucking your body's just too uncomfortable after that. Just even.
Like but yeah, like and like different shit. Like when I started like doing like a lot of work and like working 12-hour days and shit, like I just never. I don't think I even realized like. I didn't even like think any. I didn't think any thought. I don't think I even realized like my penis existed for like at least 3 months.
Well, some people just don't got shit going on. That's why they're always like they're kind of preoccupy themselves, bro. Like.
Yeah, well, that's a different problem, okay? If you've got nothing better to do than bust nuts at a wall, then that's like a different problem, man.
Well, yeah, okay, I'm just saying, like, dude, I feel like the answer to a lot of your questions is just like a healthy person would just do it in moderation and just know what the limit is without knowing. Like, they just live their lives normally. But like, so, like, there's like two sides. There's the fucking people busting it down 17 times a day, doing Destroy Dick December year long. Like it's fucking, like, you know, like No Nut November is their fucking accursed month, right? And then there's just people. There's people. There's like the other majority of people that just live their lives and maybe bust out every once in a while, and they just live life. Like they don't think about it. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you know, do you think about it? No, you don't. Like, you're just like, okay, like, I'm living life. Do things. Like, you know.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, too, like, if you're, like, it just, like, impairs your judgment so much. Like, if you, like, want to, like, you're like, holy shit, dude, I need to get out of here to go bust a nut. And then you're not thinking of, like, what you need to be doing, like, personally. Like, what you need to be doing, like, to actually, like, enjoy your life better. You're just thinking about busting a fucking nut. And then after you do it, you're like, well, what the fuck do I do now?
There's a clear problem there, though. There's a clear problem of judgment there. And you've clearly gone very far down. Like...
But I think everybody has that to a certain extent, right? Where, like, occasionally, if you're the dude that's, like, even if you're the Giga Chad dude busting a nut once a month or, like, once a year, for that one time... Like, wasn't that just, like, a waste of time? Or, like, because your, like, mind loses the ability to, like, think for a little bit. Or, like, think rationally. Right? Because you're like, oh, man, I really got to go bust a nut right now. Or is it just, like, a necessary evil, like, eating? Or shitting?
Well,
like, oh, man, I really got to shit right now. Well, you can't really think of anything else until you go shit.
Well, I think, like, this, like, being human is a condition, man. I don't know what you want from people. Just, like, it's, like... Just shutting the like, you sound like a fucking Mormon right now.
Well, I'm not saying like. Well, I'm just saying what's the balance, right?
Yeah.
Because like you
Well,
can't unlike shitting or pissing, you can 100% control when you're gonna come. You just get like an urge to do it every once in a while. Yeah, unless you're that dude who joined in us when we were playing Fear and Hunger, in which case you have to come over.
Yeah, he'd die. He'd rather die than not do so. That's fucking crazy to me. Holy shit. Well, fucking okay, dude. I don't know, man. I'll tell you, there's probably billions of people on this planet that just live. They do it in a healthy, consistent way. And it's fine. And the answer you're seeking maybe isn't for you because it isn't relevant to you. Like, unless you're having these problems and you're sifting... I feel like the fact that you don't know the answer, like what the balance is maybe okay, because maybe you have that balance. Like, I feel like the only people that need to be asking this themselves are the people that won't. Like, fucking people who are busting out 7 times a day, every day.
Yeah, that's a serious
like,
addiction, right?
Yeah.
That is a serious fucking problem. Because like
Yeah,
at
no,
that point,
is,
like you're like burning off the skin on your dick, and you're probably the brain matter in your brain is leaving.
Yeah. Well, okay, I don't know if that's exactly what they mean.
It literally is, dude.
No, I do not think that.
Oh, let me get the study.
Oh my god. Yeah, their fucking gray matter is leaving out of it. heads.
Porn viewing linked to less gray matter in the brain. There was like a chart here
This
too.
like it's like scare tactics right here.
Yeah.
This is like a fucking religious scare tactic.
I mean, how much porn they watch? The respondents average a little more than 4 hours a week. 4 hours a week? Their brains were scanned with, well, I guess that's how much they watch, right? Their brains were scanned with MRI technology, and they were shown sexually explicit images from their porn websites, along with non-sexual images of people exercising. Our findings show that the gray matter volume of the right caudate of the striatum is smaller with higher pornography use. This is like, I feel like someone's describing like a fucking piece of the heart.
Yeah.
It's smaller with higher pornography use. Furthermore, as the spiritual matures, the men's MRI showed diminished function in the part of the brain that processes motivation.
Yeah, dude, fucking okay. Yeah, no, it's a specific area of gray matter. I was about to say that to you. It's probably only when it concerns relationship. It obscures your sense of like relationships and pleasure,
Holy
like
shit, I'm
in
being
your
trapped.
brain, and your brain just fucking loses like it loses how to like properly fucking respond to like real human, like, you know, intimacy. Like, it doesn't fucking take your IQ points away. Maybe your EQ points, but not the fucking IQ. Like,
Yeah, I guess you're right. But at the same time, it kind of does, because if you're spending your time jerking off, you're not spending time getting stronger, faster, smarter.
well, yeah, true. But I feel like you just, I feel like, yeah, it can happen. Like, there's people that literally, like, their whole lives. It's sad to say, but some people's whole lives do just, like, become, like, they grind money specifically so they can just sit around all day and, like, just, like, you know, fucking swim in the pool of ecstasy.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Like-
People are like, there's a lot of people that are like, oh man, I can't wait, like, to like not be able to like not have to do anything. I can't wait to just like do nothing all day. That'd be so good.
Yeah. And
Which
I
is
feel
just,
like at that point,
Beta mindset.
yeah, but I feel like at that point, like, you know, just the amount of nothing you're doing, it's less the porn and just more the absolute nothingness you're choosing to do every day.
Yeah. Well, I guess the real thing is that, like, I don't really see any value in, like, looking at porn ever, right? But
yeah.
at the same time, I don't know if it's, like, ever worth it to actually, like, to rub one out, right? Because there's shit that's like, oh, dude, if you don't jerk off, you're gonna get prostate cancer.
What the fuck?
You've never seen that?
No, I don't think that's a real thing.
Maybe it's not. Hold on. I'm gonna do more research. We should do a research stream.
Yeah, the fuck cum attacks your goddamn prostate.
No. If no, come. Ask the experts in urology care. It's a following ad. Okay, never mind. Does having more ejaculations lessen the chance of prostate cancer? For reasons not fully known, ejaculating more may lower the risk of what the fuck? For reasons not fully known. Ejaculating, after all, based on some studies for sexual intercourse or masturbation, does not seem to protect against higher risk prostate cancers. What? Okay. The studies do not sort out between ejaculating. Okay. Issues. So that men who ejaculated the most, at least 21 times a month, that's like almost once a day, had a 20% lower chance of prostate cancer versus those who ejaculated 4 to 7 times a month. The more the number increased per month, the lower the risk. Other studies have shown ejaculation rate has no impact on what the fuck? Why are you going to add this in afterwards? Other studies have shown ejaculation has no impact on prostate cancer.
Yeah, I would assume it didn't. Just that test was really weird and specific with the kind of people that got
Okay,
involved.
we're almost done. Ejaculation may protect the prostate by flushing out harmful chemicals that build up in the semen. Is also possible ejaculation does not actually protect against prostate cancer. Men who ejaculate more may have healthier lifestyle habits. Yeah, the healthier dude is jerking off 21 times a month. As that decrease their odds of being diagnosed with the disease. Additionally, ejaculating may only reduce the risk in men in certain age groups. Bottom line is more research is known. Dude, you're the head of urology. Do some more research.
I also think ejaculating is actually healthy for you in some cases.
Source? Just trust me. What makes you think that?
Well, no, fucking. I had health class again when I moved.
Oh, what did they
To
teach you
new
that
high
one?
school. Fucking, dude. Okay, man. Listen here. Fucking let me finish. God damn, man.
I'm not.
Man
I'm
doesn't want to
just
believe
asking.
it.
I do want to believe you.
Oh, okay. Well, fucking, you sounded so sarcastic at
That's
first.
just how I
Like, where did
sound.
they teach you that one?
It's just how I sound.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. No. Well, fucking at my high school, fucking Coronado. I almost forgot the name. I was about to tell you that I didn't remember the name, but I do. But the thing is, like, well, they didn't say ejaculating specifically, but they said like a healthy sex life, can like help your health and like improve your immune system. I don't know why it does it. I didn't pay too much attention, but like, it does good for your health for some reason, because I guess your body fucking. Because I guess like it's just like, well, fucking, I don't know, like fucking your body gives you brownie points for fucking succeeding and getting laid.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
but yeah, no, like it's mainly immune system benefits. Whenever you have like intercourse, they only said intercourse, so maybe, but that wouldn't make sense to me though, because it's like if you had intercourse but you didn't bust, would it still give you like the benefits of like like it couldn't just be the fact that you laid down with a woman. Like that just makes no sense. It has to be the aspect of like busting one.
This is like
That,
fucking.
like-
This is like crazy, like spiritual shit. Like the act of when one lays down with a woman, they're given special spiritual
yeah.
powers.
Well, I'm pretty sure they just meant like if you climax during that time, it's good for your body. But it would be crazy if they're like, actually no, we meant if you just are with a woman, you sleep with a woman. It has to be with a. You can't just bust one out on your own. It's a God will check. He'll
Yeah.
check and make
And it
sure.
can't be a man either. It has to be a woman.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be a woman.
Dude, that
It has to be
is
a woman,
that's
and God will.
that's some Baki shit. Where like after Baki has sex, he gets like superpowers.
Yeah, I can run for fucking 5 days straight after having sex because my wife's body imbued me with fucking superpower. Oh my god. No,
Can I kick these fuckers when they fall down?
you can see.
Like when one fell down, they're gone. Weird.
What are those guys?
I don't know. They're like weird little baby things. I see what you mean. I guess it makes sense now. I don't know. Just like seeing dudes who are like busting like 7 times a day, and you're like, okay, this is
Oh,
probably
yeah.
like not something you should like ever want to do.
Yeah, no, clearly.
But alas, it appears there's a balance that needs to be struck.
I
Also,
mean,
I
but
am.
one day their
Go ahead.
sex drive will just go flat, and then they'll look around and think to themselves like, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah, think of all the time you
Damn.
spent. Think of all the time you spent busting a nut. Think of all the time that could have been spent doing something different.
Well, yeah, like, okay, how do you think those people feel when they reach the age where, like, their body just decides that no more? Like,
They just probably kill themselves.
no, my fucking God.
That's what people do nowadays, dude. I'm not being morbid. That's just what happens. It's a sad truth. Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Two people. One of them's gonna be called Man A, and the other one's gonna be called Man B. Man A, both of them
Yeah.
jerk off 2 to 3 times a week, like you were saying. But Man A
Yeah.
only jerks it off to like the most sensual lovemaking you've ever seen, the most vanilla stuff you've ever seen. And Man B
Yeah.
only jerks it off, only whacks off to the craziest shit you've ever seen. Not like
Yeah.
not like gore or anything, but like real crazy shit. Like
Yeah.
like people voring each other, people's balls expanding, people like
Yeah. Yeah.
coming for hours on end, right? Both of them
Yeah.
lead completely normal lives afterwards. Which one of those do you think is healthier? Do you think it just doesn't matter?
I think it truly doesn't matter if they lead
Really?
healthy lives. Yeah, I truly think so. Like, unless he's watching something that could insinuate like problems for like potential problems later. Like, if he's watching like 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 fucking girl gets beaten half to death and then bang. I don't know. Like, well, because if he's just watching like ball expansion and like just weird fetish stuff, like, I mean, I'm not gonna knock someone for having fetishes and then leading a normal life.
When do you think a fetish goes too far? Like, what if someone's like, oh, my fetish is like getting my dick ripped off? Or like, my fetish is like someone like ripping skin slowly off my body.
I
Going
feel
with
like
the hard questions for you.
this whole stream has just been this.
Well, it was fine for like up until like the 50-minute mark, and then we just started talking about this.
Yeah.
That's the final question.
Let's see. Okay.
Like, if someone's like really into like scat or something.
I feel like there's a problem there. Okay, and not okay. Here's my problem, right? My problem is when a fetish becomes a danger to. Maybe I'm fine with ones that are a danger to yourself, but ones that are a danger to like not just you, but people around you. Like you could incubate some disgusting ass diseases with some fetishes. Like, imagine just fucking shitting, pissing all over the place, right, with someone else who's into it, and you guys are just making like a brew of an obnoxious, toxic brew, and like you guys just have a lovely night, and it's like, oh, we enjoyed that, right? But then like you guys catch something, because like you're just literally fucking playing around in like the rejected vial of your body that was rejected for a reason, and like now like diseases spread like that sometimes. So now you're just a danger to everyone you go around. Like it's like a fucking 2080 on whether you fucking give someone gonorrhea or some shit. Like who knows?
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. You have a pretty like grounded point of view. Final question. Okay, because we were started off talking about like, is it weird, right? What do you think it's weird if you go to someone and they're like, and you find out that they're like you don't speak to them directly, right? But
Yeah.
you just find out like maybe you're like looking at like some search history, or like you just so happen to like go into like their room and you're like, okay, I need to like look something up on the computer or whatever. And they're like, oh yeah, go to my go like check on my computer, like you can totally use it. And then like it's like opened up to like Futanari, 12 dicks on one person, and like just like a massive amalgamation of like flesh and like just like cum everywhere and shit, and like they're just like a normal person afterwards. Do you think you would like look at that person differently because of that, or you think it's like whatever?
Well, like, okay, I'm the kind of person where, like, I take both. Like, okay, I look at them differently, but in the way of, like, you never know for anyone you come across, right? So I would be like, wow, I wish I didn't know that. I'll look at you differently, like, not differently, but, like, I'll look at you and be like, wow, I know something that I shouldn't know about you.
Yeah.
Like,
what if they told you like flat out, they're like, dude, I'm just like really into like really weird shit about this, and like it wasn't even like a secret, they just like straight up told you.
I mean, if they didn't share it in a way where I was like, oh, TMI, please don't, like, I don't know, like if I just naturally knew, like maybe I saw and be like, oh yeah, sorry, dude, I'm just kind of into that kind of stuff. I'd just be like it's still it fits my like morals of like it's not really hurting anyone, so I'm just like, okay, well, like, I mean, you do you. It's a little weird, actually not a little weird, it's really weird. Like, but like, I mean, but I'm not gonna tell you what to fucking do, so. And like, you've been good, like, I don't know who's to say, maybe they've been good to me up to this point, like maybe they're a really neat guy, so I'm like, oh well,
you seem chill.
Yeah, like, whatever gets them.
Crazy. Based take. What a solid take, I'd say. I feel like I feel like you've grounded me after that, back into reality.
Yeah, fucking crazy. The whole stream was the 50-minute mark. Things went wild.
Yeah.
I feel like the stream ran over. We're so invested in this conversation.
Yeah. Also, I've explored every fucking room in this place 1,000 times, and I have no fucking idea what to do anymore. So, I think.
Yeah, we'll just look it up at the beginning of next stream.
We're gonna fucking have to, because I've already been every single place like 1,000 times.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I was actually thinking that in the back of my head while we're talking about this. It's like, Jesus Christ, man, we've been in this room 8 times already. Like.
Yeah. Okay. Also, this like doesn't even want to close. Yeah. Anything you want to leave the stream? Any final words before we end it?
Don't nut 7 times a day.
But do nut at least once every once in a while.
Yeah, for the immune system benefit.
Yeah, and to not get prostate cancer, apparently.
Yeah, or apparently, but that's not confirmed. So.
Yeah, prostate cancer unconfirmed yet.
Yeah.